Hello everyone, this is Roger Brogan, and today we're going to be talking about the bot file. We are going to pick up where we left off on our F# bot, and first thing that we're going to start off with is taking a look at the F# bot file. So what is a bot file? Why do we need one? Well, as far as V4 of the MS bot framework, all of the services are configured in a standard way, and that standard way is this .bot file. So if we look in here, we have some interesting things such as, connection strings for blob storage. We've also got our various endpoints. Here's an endpoint set up for local development. Here's our endpoint set up for production, connections to App Insights, Lewis, all those types of things. And you might say, well, that seems like we've got a bunch of secrets in here. That doesn't sound like a good thing to check into source code control. And you would be correct. But we can see since we have this padlock property here, and if we look at these authoring keys and we look at these other keys, we can see that they look fairly strange. And they look strange because they're actually encrypted. So how are they encrypted and how are they decrypted? Well, to answer that, let's take a look at the startup and see what actually happens in here. One of the things that we do during adding our bot, when we configure our bot service, is we look in a configuration file and we grab our bot file secret and our bot file path. And the way I have this set up, we also grab an environment setting. And those are actually in our app settings JSON here. And the bot file path is just exactly that, just the path to the bot. And the bot file secret is something that's created when we encrypt the bot file, or if the bot file is created on Azure, it does it when it's created there, or I will show a command line tool that we can use to create them in just a minute. So once that's set up like that, and it loads the configuration here, it uses the secret key in the bot file, and then by the time it loads here, it will decrypt all of those values and use those to configure your bot. Okay, so if we want a bot file and we want to manage the secrets in the bot file, how can we do that? Well, we can do that with the MSBot command line tool, which you can download from the Bot Builder tools. And if we start off by creating a new one here, we'll just take a look at the various lifecycle. Let's just say MSBot init, and I want a bot file called test.bot. That is actually name instead of B. And what's our local endpoint? So we can type in our typical local host. And then if we want an app ID, we'll call this one 123. And this is going to have service keys that we recommend that you encrypt them. Let's start off with no, so we can see how it looks without encryption. And voila, we didn't actually need the .bot extension because now it has kind of a strange file name here, but the padlock property is not set, so this is not encrypted. And this is what would be encrypted anyway. So let's see what we can do to add some endpoints here, and we'll add some additional secrets. So for example, we can go in here and I can, this is a different secret here. We're going to not use that one right now. I'm going to add another dev endpoint here to this one, and let me fix this file name here. So we're using the msbot command. We're going to connect an endpoint called dev to our test.bot file. It's going to be, once again, to localhost 8080, and we're going to put a password in it this time. So let's see what this actually does. And this time we do need the .bot. Love consistency in the tooling there. Okay, and we can see it's now put everything still in clear text, but if we want to go in here and actually encrypt this. So we could go ahead and work with the command line tool. We can put our endpoints in. We can do all this manually. Very simple to do while things aren't encrypted. But if we want to then go ahead and encrypt it, we can certainly do that by saying, give me a secret dash dash new. And I forgot to tell it the name of the file here. And it's not dash N, it's dash B. Okay, now once you get this secret, don't lose it because this is the only time you're going to see it, right? So definitely copy this and paste it somewhere because that is the secret that is going to decrypt your now encrypted information inside of this bot file. Okay. And that is really all there is to it. A couple of other things of interest is that, how does this relate to a deployment? So let's just take a look at where these things are actually set up here. Now these things are set up, this is in the application settings for the F# bot, and we can see we have a bot file path here, and we have a bot file secret as well. That's where that can be picked up, as well as I've changed the environment to production here. And that is how your code running in Azure can pick up those settings as opposed to it running locally here to pick up these settings. And the rest of it is encrypted inside of your file here, assuming that you have encryption set up. So that's a quick walkthrough of the settings in the bot file and how to create a new one and create the encryption. There's also several options if you wanted to change the secret. There's an option you could put in the old secret and generate a new secret if you wanted to decrypt and recrypt these using a different secret, which will be a good idea for me to do after this video. And that's it. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.